Chineke, hey, hey. The Nigeria Premier Football League is back. 2025-2026 NPFL is right here at your doorstep, because tomorrow, Friday, 22nd day of this month, August 2025, we're going to be having the Nigeria Premier Football League kickstart in Abeokuta. No better place, you want to say, where you should be having the league start. Although there is no club in Abeokuta that is in the NPFL. Unfortunately, Gateway United are somewhere languishing, maybe in the NNL or in the NLO. I don't even know for them for now. But talking about the other team that could still make it count in Abeokuta, Abeokuta Stormers. I don't even know what their own status is also at this point in time. But something I must tell you is that NPFL match goes surely for Abeokuta. That is a wonderful, historic kickoff to the league for this new season coming on. Yes, Abeokuta under the rock. And I'm sure it's going to be home for tourism for as many NPFL lovers as possible. And even the new coming ones who are just trying to come and join the NPFL vibe. Let's vibe from the north to the south to the west to the east to the central. It promises to be a wonderful season altogether in the Nigerian Premier Football League, and I can't wait to cover as many as possible. But guess what, guys? Remo Stars Football Club, the champions of the NPFL, will be opening the season against the second place team. Wow. Was that coincidence, or was it just arranged that way? I don't know. I thought it could have been a match between Remo Stars and Kora United, you know, as we used to have now, Super Cup to start the season. But as it stands now, let us appreciate the fact that we can still see the NPFL. We could get there. But let's talk about tomorrow's match between Rivers United and Remo Stars. Rivers traveling down to Abeokuta to play against Remo Stars. It's going to be more like neutral ground, somewhat. But because Remo Stars, they are based in Ogun State, not far from Abeokuta. Yes, I think the people in Abeokuta will surely come out to come and support their own. Baba Isi Bawa. Well, we get to know tomorrow if Baisi is Bawa or not. But I can tell you something for sure. The NPFL 2025-2026 season is going to kickstart tomorrow, and it's going to be under the rock, Abeokuta, at the MKO Abiola Sports Arena in Kuto. We've seen the stadium host Nigeria versus Cameroon. We've seen the stadium host different events, the National Sport Festival, Junior Athletic Championship in Africa. It promises to be another explosive night in Kuto. Are you ready to go there? If you are ready, let's take a look into what we have for the NPFL for this season. But I'm going to start with all the 20 teams playing in the NPFL, the names of these clubs, as well as the stadium where they are using for their matches. Temporarily, you want to say, or permanently? Well, some of them, I hope that there will not be something like stadium ban for them to go to another place. But let's take a look at this one after the other. I'll be going to each state in Nigeria, clubs in the NPFL. We'll talk about them, their full name, their nickname, as well as the name of their stadium. I fear for all these stadiums. So if you say now only 2 stadiums, now CAF approved for Nigeria. Uyo, talking about the next up champion, and Abuja, the national stadium in Abuja. But the rest, what really happened? Things fall apart. Okay, guys, let's talk about these clubs here. That's what I'm going to do for you on this episode. We talk about the clubs, their full names, as well as their nicknames, and the stadium where they'll be playing. So get familiar to this in case you are joining the NPFL for the first time. And maybe because we have 4 newly promoted guys coming to the league, Wikitoris of Bauchi, Kun Khalifa, we have them there. We have Warri Wolves. Oh, the Bender Derby is back, and I cannot wait to see this one. So it promises to be a big one. But let's really take a look into what we have in here concerning the clubs, their stadium, as well as their nickname. I'll be starting from Abia State. Abia Umaya, you remember your state capital. But let's start from Abia State. The first club we have there is Abia Warriors. They will be playing in the continent, but for the NPFL, the name of their ground is the Umaya Township Stadium, and they are known as the Chineke Boys. You know that song now, Chineke. Hey. Okay, Chineke is their nickname, and they will be playing at the Umaya Township Stadium. Let's go to the second club we have in Abia State. They are undisputed heavyweight champions of the Nigeria Premier Football League. That is 9 times record holder Enyimba, Nzobu, Zobu, Enyimba, Enyimba. Enyimba International will be playing at the Enyimba International Stadium, and they are known as the People's Elephant. Move from Abia State, we go to Bauchi State, where we have Wiki Tourists of Bauchi. It's been a very long time they got relegated from the NPFL, but thankfully they are back now, and people can only get to see the best of Wiki Tourists of Bauchi. Yes, tourists as they call their name. So I'm sure that when you also go to Bauchi, you can tour some beautiful places out there. But guess what? They'll be playing their own match at the ATB Abaka Tafawa Balewa Stadium in Bauchi. The nickname is Giant Elephant. So we have two elephants in the league already, the People's Elephant and the Giant Elephant. Which of the elephants do you think is going to make wave at the end of the day? Let's take a look into other states and the clubs we have in there. We move away from Bauchi State, we go to Bayelsa State. Bayelsa, land of water, land of whatever you want to call them. They call them the Prosperity Boys. That is the nickname of their boys there, Bayelsa United. And their stadium is going to be the Samson Siasia Stadium in Yenagua. Can you wait to see that one? It promises to be all fun all through. And moving away from Bayelsa State, we go to Borno, Maiduguri. Still remember your Sudan capital. Yes, Borno State. We have Maiduguri there, which is the capital. And we have El Kanemi Warriors, another long-time club in the NPFL. El Kanemi Warriors will be playing at the El Kanemi Stadium. And they are known by their nickname. Even if you get to hear their name alone, El Kanemi Warriors, you know that they are fighters, they are real warriors. So they are known as Borno Army. So that is what their nickname is. Let's move on and let's talk about the other state we have in here. It's no other state than Delta Asaba. They used to be the Big Heart now, but no longer the Big Heart. They changed their name. Okay, we'll talk about that one later on. But let's talk about what they have in there. Now we are going to be seeing NPFL matches played in Delta State. Not games that they shifted there, not games of that are on stadium ban, but games of a state-owned club. Warri Wolves are back. Warri Wolves FC of Warri, but they'll be using Asaba as their home ground. Their nickname is the Seasiders. Beside the sea, that is where they are. That is the meaning of the nickname. And they will be using the Stephen Keshi Stadium in Asaba. That means we have two iconic Nigerians that have stadium named after them and will be used for the NPFL. Number one is Samson Siasia Stadium in Yenagua, and the other one now is Stephen Keshi Stadium. Both of them caused the Super Eagles once upon a time. What a coincidence. Let's move away from that one. Let's go to the next one here, and it is no other place than Edo Benin City. Edo State is a very beautiful place, a place to be. I can tell you that for sure. They call it the heartbeat of the nation. The state that connects every part of the country is Edo. Coming from the east, coming from the north, coming from the south, or from the west, usually we pass through Edo State. So Edo State, we have Bendel Insurance, a team that went unbeaten in the Abridged League version 2022-2023 season. It was a fantastic season for them. They did well, but they couldn't just make it to the continent via the Super Six. But they were in the continent courtesy of a 1-0 win over Enugu Rangers in the FA Cup final at the Stephen Keshi Stadium in Asaba. So that is something big we are expecting from them again. If they can still pull another big string, they have a new coach now, Greg Ikenoba, and they will be looking forward to also make it a very beautiful season for themselves. Bendel Insurance, well, there is a bit of contestation on this nickname. People don't like them being called the Benin Arsenal, but that is what they are calling themselves as the official nickname. So you just have to call them like that. I would have preferred the Igodomi Godos, or you call them the Edo Warriors. This is also a land of warriors, definitely no doubt about that one. But they will be playing at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium. In case you don't know, the name of Benin Insurance Stadium is Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium. They are known as the Benin Arsenal, and they will be playing in the NPFL for this season. Moving away from that one, we go to Enugu State, the core city. Yes, they were the champions 2 seasons ago, and they are pulling some strings again. I've seen wonderful display from them, going by their different unveiling. They've done storytelling, and what a view. It says a lot about who is at the end of affair, managing the club out there. Big shout out to you there, Barrister. But let's talk about the club here. They are known as Rangers International FC of Enugu, and they are called the Flying Antelopes. Will they be flying this season? Well, I don't have an answer for that one, but I'm sure that they will surely be contending for the title or contesting, as you want to put it. Guess who is their coach? You know their coach already now. They call him the special one, the working one, the anointed one, the one with grace. Fidelis Ilechukwu, a very jovial coach that almost every player would want to have in their team. The name of their stadium is called the Cathedral, or you call it Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium in Enugu. So let's move on. Let's go to Imo, Owerri. In Imo State, well, we had Heartland FC. They got relegated one way or the other because of the ownership status between Remo Stars FC and Beyond Limit. They took the slot of Beyond Limit. They were back in the NPFL last season, but now they are nowhere to be found again. They have come back on relegation. So sorry about that one. I feel for my friends who are in that club. But let's move on and let's talk about the new club we have in Imo State now, which is Kun Khalifa FC, a newly promoted side. They are called the Pride of Imo. Yes, the Naze Millionaire is known for Heartland, but now we have the Pride of Imo. Are they going to show to us that they're actually the Pride of Imo? The Pride of Imo must not go on relegation though. But let's keep that aside for another day analysis. Let's talk about where the stadium is. They are going to be playing at the Dan Ayam Stadium in Owerri. Dan Ayam Stadium, the same stadium used by Heartland FC of Owerri last season. Moving on here, we move away from Imo State. We go to Kano. You still remember the capital very well. Yes, it is very useful for you here. In Kano State, we have Barau FC. That is the club owned by the Deputy Senate President of Nigeria. Aha, that is fantastic one. Okay, pumping money. But remember, the man celebrated his players by buying motorbike for them. Vroom, 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 vroom. Maybe because he knows that we don't have good roads. But that's another discussion of another day. But let's talk about what we have in here. The Barau FC are coming to the league for the first time in their lives. Wow, that is a very big one. And they will be playing at the Sani Abacha Stadium in Kano. Good one for them. Barau FC is known as the Malia Boys, not Malian now. You understand? Malia Boys, and they'll be playing at the Sani Abacha Stadium. The other club we have in the NPFL playing in Kano State, making it 2 states now with 2 teams each. Abia State, Enyimba, and Abia Warriors, and now in Kano, we have Barau FC and we have Kano Pillar. The same Masugida, that is who they have now. And we understand that there is a new sheriff in town in that club, talking about Ahmed Musa as the general manager of this club. Wow. Player manager, they call him. Ahmed did it last season. And we can say that Ahmed Musa can also do it back to back for as long as he feel like doing it, as long as he keep on playing football. So let's talk about them. Sei Masugida, that is their nickname, Kano Pillars, and they also be playing at the Sani Abacha Stadium in Kano. Moving forward, we move away from Kano and we go to Katsina State. Yeah, Katsina, the home of the former president of Nigeria, may God rest his soul in peace. And we have Katsina United, known as the Changi Boys. The Katsina United side will be playing at the Muhammadu Dikko Stadium, Katsina. Not Shehu Dikko, the chairman of NLC. Muhammadu Dikko Stadium in Katsina of Nigeria. Okay, we move on from that one. We talk about Kwara United. This is another team that will represent Nigeria on the continent after beating their opponent in the final of the FA Cup. I'm talking about, they call them the Harmony Boys, they call them the Afonja Warriors. I don't know what they are adopting now, but I feel the Harmony Boys is what they've been using in the last couple of seasons. So Harmony Boys is their nickname. Kwara United will be playing at the Kwara State Sports Complex. I love that. I've been there a couple of times, and hopefully I'll be there this coming season as well to see some of their games, especially their continental game. Though they will not be playing at home in the continent, they'll be playing somewhere, maybe in Abuja, or they'll be playing in Uyo. But let's keep our fingers crossed and let's move on. From Kwara State, we jump straight up and we go to Lagos. Ikeja, Lagos, Ikeja, Lagos, Ikeja. And I remember that season when Sporting Lagos came around with Abubuzela. Sporting. But this time around, we don't have Sporting there. What we have there is Ikorodu City. Ikorodu City. Well, the guys are doing fantastically well. They won the just concluded Value Jet Cup, and I think that has given them some vibe to go to the new season. They did well last season. They came 4th on the log just by whisker. They lost the continental slot to Abia Warriors, but this time around they are very, very sure they are very ready to go ahead. We have Puja at the end of our fair there, and we also have Wale Quadri. Toby Samuel has left them. fantastic one for him. He's moved on to Shooting Stars Sport Club. We'll talk about them later on, but we are looking forward to see fantastic football from Ikorodu City this time around. And they are known as the Oga Boys, Ikorodu Oga. They will be playing at the Mobile Johnson Arena in Onikon, Lagos Island. Moving on away from that club, we go to Nasarawa United. Nasarawa Lafia. I'm still bringing you back to your state capital just in case you have forgotten. Football will help you to remember all these things once again. Nasarawa United will be playing at their own home ground known as the Lafia City Stadium, and they are known as the Solid Miners. Are they mining solid? Maybe that was what they mined 2 seasons ago. They went to relegation, but they are back now. They must have found some precious stones while mining. But they are back in here now, and we are all also looking forward to go to the Lafia City Stadium to see the best of NPFL football from Lafia Lords. Talking about Nasarawa United, known as the Solid Miners. Let's move on from this one. Moving on to this one, we go to the next state where we land in Niger State. And these guys are known as Icon Ala Boys. And we are looking forward to see them do something good as well. Last season, they put some string 2 seasons ago. They did well under their coach, Mohamed Majin. And this time around, I'm sure that they also want to do something fantastic for us. So look forward to see some of their best games. We keep fingers crossed. We wait to see what will come out of this one as well. Moving on, we land in Ogun State. Ogun Abeokuta. That's the capital city of Ogun State, and Remo Stars will be playing in Abeokuta temporarily, pending when they are done with the renovation of their international stadium in Ikenne. Fantastic stadium, I must tell you, and big kudos to the management of the team for always working around the clock, ensuring that they are setting the pace for other clubs in the country. So we are going to be having the Moshood Kashimawo Olawale Abiola Sporting Arena as the temporary home ground for Remo Stars. Until when they are done with their stadium, then they can now move away from there. But at least maybe 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, some fans out there in Abeokuta will still enjoy the best of NPFL that they have missed for years. Over 10 years ago, if I'm not wrong, since when we saw Gateway United play in the NPFL. But now they can still feel and touch the NPFL since they have their brothers from Ikenne playing in Abeokuta. So it's going to be something big. But remember, anytime you go to Abeokuta, branch that Olumo. Mayo, 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 Lori Olumo. Mayo, 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 Lori Olumo. So you have to branch at Olumo Rock. Even if you don't want to go and see Professor Wole Soyinka, ensure that you get to Olumo Rock and you say hi to the rock. Very beautiful place to be, I must tell you. We'll talk about Olumo Rock later on in the future, but let's jump into the next state here. We have for the NPFL, the club, the stadium, and the nickname. For Remo Stars, they are known as the Sky Blue Stars, and the stars have been shining, I must tell you, shining stars all across board. They won the league last season, and we saw the best of trophy parade we haven't seen in years. Oh my gosh. So something big we are also expecting for them this season, and I hope that they don't disappoint. I hope that they keep on increasing the bars. It promises to be something big that clubs should be emulating from them. They are a privately owned club, and the orientation about everything they do is business. Business, business, business. It's all about money. Boom. Let's go to the next state here and we'll talk about the club we have from Oyo Ibadan. Well, I don't know, maybe you have received some orders that you dare not appoint. Okay, let's keep that one aside. Let's talk about the football here. We have the 3SC, 3SC, meaning Shooting Stars Sports Club. Many people don't know. They just call them 3SC, 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 but that is what they are called, Shooting Stars Sports Club. That is their name, the Oluyole Warriors, and they'll be playing at the Lekon Salami Sports Complex in Adamasinga in Ibadan. This promises to be a very big one. For now, Shooting Stars, they have been setting the pace, the bars, players unveiling, top notch, staff unveiling, coaches unveiling, football players tour. They also hosted Pounded Yam Day. Wow, I missed that. But I'm surely going to go to Ibadan to see some of their games this time around. I've been there, I've seen their games a couple of times. I will go again because of those who are them of affair now. I'm sure these guys have got big dream. Toby Samuel, kudos to you out there. We have Shooting Star Sports Club of Ibadan, and they'll be playing at the Adamasingba Stadium, the Lagos Salami Stadium in Adamasingba, and their nickname is Oluyole Warriors. Moving on away from Ibadan, we land in Plateau State. Plateau Jos. Anytime I'm going to Plateau State, I always love dressing like this because of the cold. Man, it's chilling. They call it Jos chilling, especially when you go to west of mine. You're going to enjoy the best of the best fishes. Wow, am I just exposing something? Okay, let's talk about Plateau United. We have Plateau United here, and they are known as the Peace Boys. Very peaceful guys there. I've been to their stadium a couple of times, the New Jos Stadium, although I only wish that their government will wake up one day and work on that stadium. But for now, let's talk about that one. They are known as the Peace Boys, and they will be playing at the New Jos Stadium. That is Plateau United for you. They also had some decent time last season until things started falling apart, but they didn't go on relegation. They are here again. Maybe this might just be their season. Yeah, let's wait and see if that will happen again. Former champions. Let's go to the next club we have in here. And the last but not the least, just because it is alphabetically arranged, is the team we know as Rivers United, the pride of Rivers. So we have two pride in the NPFL. Pride of Imo, Kun Khalifa, and we have Rivers United, pride of Rivers. They are also the second team that will be representing Nigeria in the continent, in the Champions League, and I hope that they get to the group stage. Honestly, I hope that happens. I want to see as many continental games as possible this season. I'm sure you also want to do the same thing. So they are known as the pride of Rivers, and they'll be playing at the Amesimeka Stadium in Port Harcourt. That's the name of their stadium, and we are looking forward to seeing beautiful football coming in from them. They are also coached by George Finidi, ex-international. So we have three things about ex-internationals related to the NPFL this season. Talking about Sanchiaza Stadium, ex-international. We have Stephen Keshi Stadium, ex-international, as well as what we have somebody tinkering the affairs of the side, ex-international. Talking about George Finidi, an ex-coach of Super Eagles. Precisely, these three people have coached Super Eagles before, and we can only wait to see the best of football coming around them. So this is where I'm going to stop this time around, guys. NPFL is back for real. For real, no postponement, and it is on Friday, 22nd of August, 2025. Will you be there in Abeokuta? If you are in Abeokuta and you will not be at the stadium, then you are going to miss big thing. If you are in Lagos, Ibadan, if you are in Osun, if you are in Ondo, and you will not be in Abeokuta tomorrow, you are missing a lot of things. Catch me live there, and let us enjoy NPFL together. This is our league. Let us promote it together. NPFL is back. Hooray!